Why are we back doing more project works on this bike? Well, because things weren't perfect. It's a street sport bike thing that we're trying to turn into an adventure bike. There's gonna be some rough edges. It's mostly worked out well. There's a few things to take care of. One of them has to do with this back end. And I love how the back of this bike looks. The their Super 7 kit, this looks awesome. Subcage here from Hindonio. Send your stuff to me so I can mispronounce the name of your company. It looks great. It all looks good. However, that's my new favorite word, by the way, there were some issues with this setup. Mainly when you went to put luggage back here. In the build series, when we got to the luggage, what we did is we stuck fender bag back here, stuffed some tools in it to give it rigidity, and then put a bag back here. It worked, it got me through the trip, but not without some consequences. We scratched some stuff here on the frame, put some big gouges in the powder coat on our sub cage. A little fender bag I put back here got a hole ripped right through it, and even my main bag got a hole in it. We gotta actually build a proper rack. But we're gonna run into the similar issues that we ran into with these roto packs, which is nobody makes a roto pack mounting system for a sub cage, so we had to go to the custom level. I'm not a fabricator. I've got some friends when it comes down to it I can use for certain things, but at the end of the day, this is what we came up with. It's a cutting board. It works really, really good. It's mounted with some big round clamps that hook onto our sub cage. It's incredibly rigid, and it serves its purpose well. So sticking to what I know, I got another cutting board. So the game plan is we're gonna cut this up, we're gonna bolt it back here. It's gotta be done in a way though where it can come off easily because you have to take this off to take this off to take this off. So we don't want to make it any more complicated. I've got a pretty good idea on how to do it. And I know you're probably thinking,
Jake, what are you gonna put cutting board on here?
Listen, you gotta trust me at this point. I mean, I think this bike turned out pretty freaking well, and it's got cutting boards on it now. It's gonna have another one back here. We're gonna go back to my brother's house. We're gonna use his tools to cut this up. Nelson Rigg had reached out to me and sent me all kinds of cool stuff here. The recent video saw I was wearing the rain suit, big backpack thing, another big dry roll bag. Huge thanks to Nelson Rigg. Really appreciate you showing me some support. But to the viewers, don't worry, I'm not some sellout. Just because you're seeing a bunch of Nelson Rigg gear doesn't mean I'm gonna say something nice about him. Sorry, let me get my keychain here. It's a very good keychain. You know, some people just do things for the money. That's really sad. I have fun with these things. No, there's no money involved. They sent me this stuff and said, be honest about it. They don't care. So these are a couple dry roll bags that could just be added to the side. 15 liters a piece. I got 2 of them. This is kind of cool. Look at this thing real quick. 30-liter backpack. And I got this. I said, wait, what? What? Well, look, it's a backpack in a little bag here. Flip it inside out. This is crazy. I love this kind of stuff. Obviously, this isn't meant to be like a bag for you to strap onto your bike. I think this is a cool bag that you bring with you. Think about this, your helmet. What do you do with your helmet? You're always gonna carry it. I'm gonna utilize that a ton for just things like that when you're allowed to actually go places again. 2021, let's do it. This backpack, this is the same backpack my brother had on the adventure trip. I mean, not the same one, but it was one of these. Get this thing, it's massive in here. I mean, it's, this is really deep. This is the dry duffel, which I believe is almost as big as this thing is, but I like the packaging of a bit this better. The words. I like the packaging of this a little more. This is similar to what I had before, but this is 39 liters, where the other one I believe was like 25 liters, but doesn't seem a whole lot bigger. It's got a core structure in there you can use if you want. It feels a little tougher than the last bag I used. I think the Reacts bag it's not a bad bag, but I think this is a tougher material. It just seems tougher. I mean, this says adventure on it, right? It gets a little more serious. We'll probably build the rack to where it works to the max dimensions of both of these, basically. So I can go either one. Variety is the spice of life. Pretty chilly out. I'm gonna throw my heated gear on and I'm gonna ride my bicycle over to my brother Ian's house. So to my brother's house we go. MT-07 Adventure Bike Series. Just a quick observation here. To take all this stuff to my brother's house, the cutting board, all the other stuff, I've put it in the bags and I had to strap it to the bike, which I don't have a rack for yet. So I just used its straps it came with, along with 2 rock straps. And a testament to these systems, like you don't have to have a rack system, but this is fine for the road. I still want to like build a rack and make it further back. But I just want to demonstrate you can do this just with what it came with. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, so we have our board. I've explained to him the things. We're gonna put it there and he's gonna cut it up. What are your thoughts?
I'm gonna put it there, we're gonna cut it up. 12. Okay, can't go back.
Well, I mean,
It's like a haircut. I can only take more off.
that's not how it works in San Andreas.
Better game than Cyberpunk.
What's it called? You need to drill holes.
Roughly get the width of this so I can find the center. And
Yes, so this is for when you repeat this yourself, when you're doing it to your own rack that you're converting into
Yeah.
a bigger rack. We probably don't need to explain all the details, we just need to do it. It just kind of dawns on me, it's like we're building a rack that goes on top of my rack, you know? Remember Pimp My Ride?
I heard you like racks.
But this isn't really a rack, this is a cover for the rear seat when it's
Yeah,
fancy.
You've called this a rack many times. I'm
It's
like,
called a rack, that's what they call it.
Yeah, you could strap like an old iPod to the top of this. By the thumb measurements, they're looking pretty good.
4.547. That's happy. Oh, it's going in. These are the same kind of clamps we use to hold these on. Our small rack bolted to our very hilariously large looking rack right now. It looks a little insane right now. Kind of set one of them as our master one, and we'll measure from like kind of the corner out, I believe is the way to do it. So let's tighten this one down and we'll make this one the key. You have to do that without eating into the aluminum, and he has to follow that ridiculous angle, and he said he can do it.
Yeah, alright.
Let's bolt it down, it looks good, right?
We need some slots on the side of this to be able to run a strap through.
You like my building materials, Ian? Holy, yeah, that's a pretty small piece.
Yeah, actually that gives me a lot more confidence as I just feel that. Try to do it. Look at that. Like you're doing a white knuckle trying to do that. Jeez.
Wow, that hit me in the face. I'm alright.
Don't die. Might have messed up your glasses. It made a sound.
Here's my skull.
Say, It's a stretcher for babies, probably. That edge on that is better than the last time we did it because the bearing is better.
bearing in there. I'm gonna go around this thing with a heat gun. Everywhere that we cut for a strap, it's fairly sharp, and we found it on our test pieces. If we heat these up, it just kind of melts over the edge just a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start with the back side, and we'll do the other side. I think it's good.
Wow, you're so strong. Just don't.
I'm going to put everything on it. It's interesting looking.
Do we need to run the straps any kind of way before
We're
we put it there?
just visualizing right now. This is the look we're going for. But I'm gonna strap everything down now. I go home. I'll finish up the rest of the stuff I gotta do at home later on it. Thank you, brother of mine.
Happy to help.
Well, then I went home. It was 1 in the morning. We'd been working on that thing for 10, 12 hours. But the end result there, it looks pretty good. I don't know how well we showed this off in the video, but you get your flush mounted bolts right here. This piece, since this is just bolted on, you have access to your other holes to bolt the rack down. This just bolts on like normal. The only other thing we have to do now to pull the rack off is remove 2 bolts in the back here. That all worked out pretty good. Now, if you notice here, we do have kind of an odd angle the way that these clamps are meeting the bottom of the board. They're hitting it sort of one of those. And I've actually filled in that gap with some stuff called Sugru. This is the same stuff I use for GoPro mounts. Bonds really well, like a plasticky rubberized material. But now that the Sugru's had a chance to dry, it takes 24 hours. I'm ready to bolt this thing down and be done with it. So there it is, my platform back here. Just work the straps down, pull this down tight. What I like about setting up the bag like this, same thing I liked about my last one, is you get where you're camping or whatever, and you just have this thing. You just come up and there's your things. And this thing is huge. I don't think I showed y'all inside this one yet. Look at this. This is massive in here. There's so much room. I think I'm gonna leave the rigid core in this one. I think it works better. And roll this over. I think you just have to roll at least twice, they say. Because my rear one goes through the rack like that. See, it's gonna help stop a lot of that movement. These straps come around. By putting these on the same plane, the same point that's the under straps, when we tighten these up, we're actually securing the entire bag down better. Always nice to have some reflectivity on your bag. And I can always pop this off of here and I can put that other big backpack bag down on here too. Because we did build it to work for the dimensions of that as well. I do still have these guys, which are these 15-liter dry roll bags. Check it out, I added both 15-liter bags, 39-liter bag, so it's 79 liters plus 2 liters right here. So 81 liters of storage. Math. If I got real crazy, I'm sure I could figure out a way to get the backpack on here with everything else too. We could just get, you know, I could have as much storage as Chris had. I threw a couple rock straps. Let's see how I fit on it with all stuff. Let's do the adventure hop. When you're gonna do the adventure hop, you can get on from either way. It doesn't, ow. Don't ever get on that way again. Venture. So big thanks again to Nelson Rigg for setting us up all this stuff. Thanks to Revzilla, they set me up with these rock straps here. I will certainly get use out of this. In fact, I think we're going out really soon here. At least I may just go do something local because my bike can now really go again on a trip. I really need to get this rack squared away. And now it's squared away, I think we'll go do something here real soon. Hey, if you want to see a better, longer version of this video, go on over to Patreon. It's just $1 a month. You'll have access to everything we've done on there. Almost all these videos are longer, uncensored. They're the better way to see the video. If you want to help support me in such a way, I'd really appreciate it. Otherwise, please do the old subscribe, likes, comments, as you know, all that good stuff. Also, thanks to my brother while I'm thanking people. Thank you, brother. Helped me out with this a lot. Helped me out with a lot of this stuff. I'll see you in the next video.
Broke again.
What phone do you have?
This is a 8, I think. I'm about to get the 12, but
I didn't realize you were poor.
Yes.
Yes.
We scream in these videos.
You do got, well, I mean, you know.
Good thing you got this new high-tech microphone set up. If they were a pinch off,
I'd be so mad.
it would actually be fun.
No, I'd be furious and I would never love you.
Okay.
Hope they don't rip through.
Scared?
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. It's not hot.
I don't know why. I was expecting it to move. Always cut towards your neck.
This is the dumbest way you could hold this.
I'm trying to present it.
You're not even presenting it that way.
Shut up. Shut up, Sammy. There's probably, hey! Yes. I wasn't filming any of that. Doesn't matter. We sound dumb.